Think of this. You just saw a collage of 9 DMK members of parliament taking oath after getting elected last year. It is worth noting what they ended their oath with. Long live Udhayanidhi.
வருங்காலம் எங்கள் உதயநிதி
உதயநிதி வாழ்க.
அண்ணன் உதயநிதி ஸ்டாலின்.
உதயநிதி ஸ்டாலின்.
Udaya is our future. For the uninitiated, Udhayanidhi Stalin is the son of the present-day CM of Tamil Nadu, M.K. Stalin, and a minister in his father's cabinet. He is at least a decade younger than many of the MPs you saw in the video. They were all in praise for a man whose only achievement is being born in the influential Karunanidhi family. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a textbook definition of dynasty politics. India will be celebrating her 76th Republic Day this year, but it's essential to ask, have we really realized the dream of our independence heroes? Or is our system a rusty old sword in a shiny new scabbard? India had over 500 princely states in 1947. While Raja Maharajas lost their authority to the ballot box, there still seems to be a hangover of that era. There are about 34 families in India that control the politics of almost every state in the country. There is no state in the country today that does not have an elected leader who comes from an influential family. Sounds like an exaggeration. See it yourself. One might think that this is a phenomena only in India, but that's not true. Almost every country has a family that dominated politically. The Sharifs and Bhuttos of Pakistan, the Mujib family of Bangladesh, Rajapakshas of Sri Lanka are some of the examples in our neighborhood. Even in the West, that claims to be the perfect democracies, this is a widespread phenomena. The Kennedys in the US are now in the news for bringing their family drama out in the open. This comes after the nephew of former President JFK, Robert Kennedy Jr., withdrew from election race and endorsed Donald Trump. The Bush family boasts of 2 presidents, while the Clinton family boasts of 1 victory and 3 successful attempts at getting the ticket of a major party. Marine Le Pen, the present-day leader of France's right-wing front, the National Rally, comes from a political family too. Her father served in the exact same chair she occupies today for close to 3 decades. If dynasty politics is a global phenomenon, why should we be concerned about it? What makes it undesirable? I don't want to bore you with a college-like political science lecture. Let me walk you through 3 cases and you will start to see why it is problematic. In the 1990s, the Indian Railways had come up with a revolutionary idea of running high-speed trains between Bombay and Chennai. When analyzed, it was found that passengers opted for slower trains because they arrived early in morning, making further connections to other cities easy. This, viewers, is the first problem with dynasty politics. When people who haven't lived and experienced challenges of everyday life occupy positions of power, they are usually disconnected from nuances of common life. Being aware at a 30,000 feet level is not enough to deliver effective governance. Second problem is the culture of having durbaris. Rajas of the past surrounded themselves with people who only spoke what the ruler wanted to hear. Modern day durbaris are more sophisticated. These are intellectuals who would rather be unconditionally loyal to the dynast than be loyal to the public they swore to serve. Bureaucrats like Namo Narayan Meena were consistently promoted in place of those truly deserving. Eventually, they were pulled into politics during the UPA era. Being at odds with public interest is the third problem. Money is a threat to the dominance of dynastic families. It should come as no surprise that the common Indian was not empowered to make money under the garb of socialism for decades after independence. It took a non-dynast PM, P.V. Narasimha Rao, to liberalize the economy and give opportunities for normal citizens to accumulate wealth. Let's put all of this aside for a moment. If you are someone who works in the private sector, there is a good chance that you dread the appraisal season. It is that time of the year when our employers hold us accountable for what we have done and how we have performed. Our promotions and hikes are directly linked to this. In extreme cases, we stand the threat of losing our jobs due to bad performance. But what if someone told you that one of the worst performing members of your organization gets a free pass because his uncle is an investor? That would seem very unfair, right? This perhaps is the most important problem. Dynasty politics promotes underperformers and keeps supplying them endless lifeboats. Think of this. The Congress party lost 89 elections under Rahul Gandhi's leadership. Under her sister's leadership, the party lost the UP elections horribly in 2017, and many candidates lost their deposits. Yet, both Rahul and Priyanka are now members of parliament and hold powerful positions of LOP and General Secretary, respectively. The Shiromani Akali Dal has lost 8 elections and many other local body elections. The party has seen many breakaways, and yet it is only a Badal that leads the party. Can you or I ever hope to keep the job we so dearly love and perhaps desperately need after messing up something this big in magnitude? You might ask, hey, if children of doctors can become doctors, if children of lawyers can become lawyers, then why cannot the children of politicians choose to be politicians? This is a valid question. It is important to differentiate dynasty politics from politicians who come with a background in politics. In economics, there is a term that's often used, barriers to entry. There are some industries which are so closed that it is immensely hard to enter the market. Take the aviation industry for example. There are multiple practical reasons such as capital cost and regulatory requirements. In politics, there shouldn't be a problem as long as descendants do not create high entry barriers for others. As long as the internal democracy of parties is not stifled, children of politicians do not become harmful dynasts. For instance, Rahul Gandhi was made the president of the Congress party after losing 27 elections during his tenure as the VP. Sitaram Kesri, the president of the party in 1998, had his dhoti infamously pulled during a CWC meeting, paving way for Sonia to take over. P.V. Narasimha Rao was denied burial in New Delhi as the family felt that outsiders like him did not deserve a place in the capital's lush memorials. It is this exact kind of elitism that differentiates a politician's child from a dynast. This is Mayank. See you in the next one.